All right, this is 3 man's man topics of female nature that your father never taught you. Your father never taught you these things because he probably didn't even know them. And if you look at majority of modern men today, they're usually all divorced, they're usually all single. None of them typically have girlfriends, and a lot of times the fathers are even single too because their wife left them, or the woman that they were dating who they had kids with left them too. So I'm going to show you 3 brutal secrets of female nature. These are man's man topics of female nature that your father never taught you. And like I said, he didn't teach you these things because he didn't know any better. But because I have been consistently making content like this every single week for so many years, I'm going to deliver you massive truths that you have never heard before. And on top of that, I'm going to show you a new way and a new outlook to look at life that you have never seen before to drastically impact your dating life for the better. Let's dive in. You will love this, and I know you'll love it because I made it, and all my videos are damn good. Man's man topic of female nature number 1. The woman that you are dating, the woman that you are in a relationship with, she deep down desires to be weaker than you. This is going to surprise majority of you hearing this, but you have to learn and you have to understand just how deep this goes, okay? When I say the woman that you're dating desires to be weaker than you, she literally desires to be weaker than you on all levels. When she looks at you, she desires you to be physically stronger than her. She probably desires you to be taller than her. She probably desires you to be more emotionally stronger than her. She relies on you to be more stoic than her. She is hoping you are less reactive than her. She is wanting to turn you into a pillar of strength if you are not that already. And on top of that, what you're going to find is if you are not that pillar of strength in your relationship, it will probably end. Women want you to be stronger than them on all levels. That means when she looks at you and shit hits the fan, she knows that you can keep your cool. She knows that no matter what, you can hold down everything just fine, and she is going to throw you curveballs. She is going to try to make your life oftentimes more complex. She might start drama. She might do a variety of things to see what is this guy going to do. I want you to think of yourself for a second like a big polar bear, like a grizzly bear, okay? A grizzly bear is big and strong, right? But from time to time, she needs to still test to see if the grizzly bear is a grizzly bear. She needs to poke the bear. She needs to see, is the bear going to get pissed off and freak out and lose his cool? Or does the bear know that he's just a strong bear, right? Here's what you have to understand. If she desires to be weaker than you in all ways, shapes, and forms, and on top of that, she desires you to be stronger than her in all ways, shapes, and forms, what does that mean? That means that you cannot react. You need to think about this from an analogy. If you have a parent and a child, does the parent react to everything that the child does? Does the parent react to every temper tantrum that the child throws? Does the parent automatically just give in and give the child a bunch of junk food and sugar and candy bars instantly when the child screams and says, "Oh, I want more candy"? No. There's probably a certain rule in the household. There's probably a certain way that the parent expects the household to be ran or conducted. So because of that, the parent doesn't feel the need to get reactive. The parent has stronger emotional fortitude than the child. The woman that you're dating needs to know this about you at all times. And the only way she knows this about you is if she tests you. You are going to have to consistently pass interest tests for the rest of your life. And the second that you stop passing those interest tests and you become weak is the exact second that the relationship dissolves. Because of that, that is point number 1. That is the first man's man secret of female nature that you need to understand. Your grandpa probably understood this. Your great-grandpa probably understood this. But these things have been lost through each generation. And this is something that your father probably never told you. All right, secret number 2, when it comes to the man's man way of understanding female nature. Okay, secret number 2 is this. If you are dating a woman long-term and your finances start to suffer, you can almost always expect a decrease in her romantic desire. Okay? This goes so deep. This is not just about a short term, you guys saw each other for a date or two, or you slept together once or twice. I'm talking if you are steady dating a woman, or you have been in a relationship with her for a number of months or years, or maybe you are even married. You have to understand this. When a woman is with a man for the long haul, meaning she's by his side, okay? Her emotions are working in his favor. This is what that means. Listen to me very, very, very closely. She is looking for strength and safety and security. And the cold truth that a lot of you need to hear, or the cold truth that a lot of you need to understand, is hypergamy is always watching. What that means is, since women oftentimes want to date up, they want to feel like it's a win for them to be with you, that is going to include somewhat of financial security or safety or provisioning. Now, does it mean that you have to go make $5 million a year? No. But what a woman is looking for is that you have the mindset and the mentality and oftentimes the cash flow and resources to hold things together, which means if your income is more stable, it should be, in theory, much easier for you to attract a woman who desires to have a long-term relationship with you if that is something that you want. Now, for all of you who are dating women, and you notice that when you start talking too much, and maybe you give her too much inside information about your life, and you start saying things like, oh, I'm really stressed with work. Work is doing not very good right now. I'm making less sales. I'm making less money. I'm worried about bills. That anxiety that you have spikes her anxiety. That anxiety that you have, okay, listen closely. That anxiety that you have raises her fear or awareness that things might not be going good for you. Now hypergamy desires to find better. And she goes, well, I need to find my strength, my safety, my security somewhere else with a different type of man who can hopefully provide for me. So those of you who want to maintain a woman's interest for the long haul, you need to have your purpose together, your career together, and your finances in order. Now, that does not mean that you can now all of a sudden go emotionally weak and fall in love with a woman to the degree where you're weak and you're attached. But what it does mean is it will help you if you have your life together. All right, this is the third man's secret of female nature that your father probably never told you. Sex means far less to a woman than you think it does. Now, this is where we have to understand one thing right here. Her emotions are opposite to your logic. So in your logical male brain, you're sitting there going, oh, we slept together, this means something. This means that I'm currently the man in her life, or this means like we shared, a high level of mutual love, a mutual form of trust. We slept together, whatever the case may be. To a woman, it means far less than you think it does. You have to understand this. A woman can sleep with you on Tuesday, start to lose interest, okay? All of a sudden think that you're weak or low value. And by Friday, she's already out, at a party or something, and she's already sleeping with a new guy, and you have no idea. And her desire completely faded, and she just moved on that quick. Here's what you have to understand too. Women will sleep with a guy for a variety of reasons. This guy right here, maybe she slept with him because he's rich, and she wants to maybe secure some kind of future resources. Maybe he's good looking, so she wants to secure some kind of, potential like genetics from the guy, like she wouldn't mind having a kid with him. This guy over here, he's high status and he has a lot of clout and he has a lot of status or publicity. Therefore, it's in her best interest and it's in her, best option for her own status to be seen with this guy. Women will use the opportunity of what value the man provides to best suit them. So because of that, you have to be very aware of this. Because of that, you have to understand that she is designed by nature, by God, if you will, to be able to move on very quickly. And she does not care about you. She cares about the value that you bring to the table, the strength and the security that you show, and everything in between. If you like this video, I want you to hit the like button. Check out our community. I'm helping men learn, understand, and master the language of women. It's in my bio. It's in my description. I teach this stuff better than anybody. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.